Christmas.
He made a song off Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah. You played in Blow, Pee Wee Herman. I played with Blow, Pee Wee Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Squad of Beats. He made that beat.
Hey, man. Shout out Pee Wee Herman, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Paul Rubin.
It's my guy.
This guy's cut. Bro, hey, listen. Hey, I was watching a No, it wasn't a document. This is when he passed away. They did like this news video about him, like this news documentary. It was like, bro, they were talking about his upcoming of his career. Like, you know, he started his own TV show, Pee Wee's Big Playhouse. And then they're like, and then one day he gets.
I'm sorry, I ain't trying to laugh. That's just what Pee Wee did, dog. And I rocked with Pee Wee,
bro,
all the way when I was a kid. I know you watched Pee Wee Herman Playhouse, bro.
Of course, the Big Playhouse.
That was my shit Saturday morning, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were really boosting him up. It was all positive and tight, and then this dramatic violin screeches, and it's like, but then
I'm like in the movie theater, really, Pee Wee?
But I was so mad because I was like, did you guys really have to bring this shit up? Like,
you supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L podcast.
We got none other than the legendary Bruiser Wolf in the damn building. What's happening, my boy?
Oh man. That was great, legendary Bruiser Wolf, man.
I mean, you're doing something
from the great Kid L, though.
You're doing something different, man. Normally, when you hear about a Detroit artist, you're thinking of a specific sound, something that's been curated over the past couple decades, maybe 30 years now, and you kind of strayed away from it. You took your own lane. You started something and developed a sound that's extremely unique. I know people compare you to like Sugar Free and E40 and stuff like that. They kind of hit those notes, but coming from Detroit and taking the sound and taking it to where you took it has to be immensely appreciated by fellow hip-hop culture heads and people just affiliated in the rap scene. I want to talk about Day Zero, man. Where are you from?
Oh, man, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, West Side, Plymouth Road. You know what I'm saying? Been here since birth, you know. I ain't went nowhere, you know what I'm saying?
Stayed down here the whole time.
The whole time, but no, for real though. I went to college in Atlanta, Georgia. I went to Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to the Panthers, full scholarship. You know, I got from playing football at Henry Ford High, and I went to Atlanta for a while. You know what I'm saying? Probably about 7-8 years.
That's right. You played football for a good period of time. Trying to go pro, goddammit.
It was a motherfucking mission too, boy. Yeah. Shit, so many politics and playing football and shit. But that's all our dreams from the ghetto, you know. You know what I'm saying?
You got to try out though, right?
I played in the arena. I played a little CFL, but I never really made a team in the league, the NFL. But
it's crazy to have a chance to even try out though, right?
I know. It was a mission, dog. That shit. I thought I was big enough and shit, and they're like, you ain't big enough and shit. And you playing black college and shit, they looking at you, then they looking at your past and shit. It's just so much, man.
Yeah. Is that hat called a fedora, or am I tripping? Or is that not?
Yep, fedora.
Is it fedora?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a staple reason behind fedoras, or is it just like a look thing?
I don't know. I wear it because my father, you know, rest in peace to my father, he raised us. We used to have bebop hats when we was 2 and 3 Easters, and he would wear the hat all the time, and then it just came with it, you know, motherfuckers picturing that OG lane, and, you know, I embraced the hat, but it's really because of my father. I wear it, you know.
When you were growing up, when did music become part of the equation? Because I know at first it's sports, but is there a sign of music in the beginning, or is it just like way after football?
It was actually music before football. Like, I used to watch The Box, MTV, all this type of shit, Beastie Boys, Too Short, all kind of shit. And we would just always sit around the house, and when we weren't old enough to play football and listen to music, my father was into music, you know. When we was 3, he took us to see damn New Edition and shit. And we were just always with music, you know what I'm saying? And even before football, though.
When did you first get in the booth?
Shit. First time I got in the booth, oh man. I got in the booth, shit, when I was in like high school or something, fucking around. Or maybe in college with my man. He used to be, his cousin was, he was related to 3-6 Mafia and shit. We played football, and they had a big ass studio. I went in there and didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was probably 19 or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was your original name like Big Wolf or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Like
yeah.
that was the first thing you started with? Was
Big
that at
Wolf,
that time
yeah.
or was that later?
No, that was at that time. I was Big Wolf all the time until I got with Bruiser Brigade, but Big Wolf on a Friday night cipher. You know what I'm saying? But really seriously, and the first time I got in the booth, I went to IV at Mix One Studios, and it was really serious, and that was probably like 14 years ago, bro.
God damn.
13. I don't know. Shit's all over.
I know a lot of the exposure you got was from DJ BJ, and you were doing.
It's my dog.
Yeah, DJ BJ was helping a lot of artists get exposure. Man.
DJ BJ, the mogul, man, he was a blessing to me. Like a few people I can say really helped me with this shit, like my gatekeepers. He one of them. He walked me through, man, and he blessed me, man, for real, bro. Just being on the radio spins and shit. Ported from the D, Friday Night Cypher. He always supported me, so salute to my man.
Obviously, the affiliation with Danny Brown, another native that has an intricate sound, something very different from the Detroit sound. Strays away and makes his own lane, and then you guys end up working together. What was like the beginning moments of you and Danny working together?
Oh man, it was shit from the universe, man. He heard me, I did a song. He's like, man, pull back up, let's work on some shit. And then he wound up inviting me to Bruiser Thanksgiving. I performed, and we always vibe. And I guess he's so smart, man. I ain't know what he's seen in me before I even, so. When I met with him, he was like, man, what you trying to do, man? Let's do some shit. I'm like, let's go, And, he was like, what you trying to do? I'm like, shit, I'm trying to get off the streets, man, and provide and be, you're rich and shit. He's like, man, that shit, don't worry, that's gonna come, Like, what you like? I'm like, shit, it's my passion. I love this shit. He's like, right there, let's build off that. And, started doing shit, did like 20 tracks, and shit, we had Dope Game Stupid, the album. And, he walked me through it, man, and like, you can be with that crowd or whatever, and what's trending, you can, like you said, he had his own lane. Yeah. And that's what I embraced with it, creating my own lane with it, and, it's taking off, man.
Yeah, with Dope Game Stupid, right off rip, when I talk about music as in how I feel when I listen to something, and basically I feel like I took a mushroom trip without taking any mushrooms, and I just entered the space that you created, where this person is narrating for me in this warm, soothing, chill voice with these cool melodic sounds happening in the background, and I was just like, hell yeah. And that's all I remember when I was listening to the tape. I was like, hell yeah, this is fucking sweet.
Hey, that's crazy, dog, because a nigga like me just started taking shrooms and shit, man. It ain't nothing like it for you to say you had a trip without taking the bitches off the music. That's dope.
That's how I felt. It just put me in a certain zone and atmosphere that I was like, it's not easy to put somebody in this type of realm, without intoxication.
I don't know, man. It's just like it come from that cypher shit. Like, I just want to get off. I don't want to be placed in a box. I don't want to try to be cool. Like, I always try to make it like it's hustling and shit. Like, everybody on the same block selling the same fucking weed. I had to take my shit somewhere else, like, I ain't want to be the same. So coming at the same perspective that we live and everything everybody else does, shit, I just made fun of it because it's fucking crazy. It's still Dope Game Stupid, man. There's only so many ways you can go, and we try to embrace it and turn it up like it's something. Be all back down like it's stupid, So I just try to bring some type of characteristics to rap and shit, bro.
As far as the comedic aspect of it and the funny aspect of it, I did feel it when I was listening to it, but I feel like I'd have to listen to close to like laugh. It was more so just enjoyable on the fact that it's not to be taken too damn seriously.
Right, and it was, I wasn't meant trying to be funny. Some of that shit is hilarious, but because there's a lot of metaphors, and metaphors mean more than one thing and shit. And then sometimes it be the cleverness that make like, oh, that was dope. He said some silly shit right there. Yeah, but that's what it be. But I'm trying to embrace that as well and make my pen move more to make you laugh too. Shit, about something that'll fucking bother you. You know what I'm saying?
When you look at the Flint rap scene right now, they have a little bit of that aspect, right? Like, it's super funny. Yeah. You're like scared listening to it, but you're like, this is super funny at the same time.
Man, Pac-Man is special, man. Yeah. He could say some street shit to make you laugh. He can say some shit about you, his bra to make you laugh, or whatever. Rio as well. You know what I'm saying? That's the gift of gab, man. Nobody want to see you fucking sad all the time or just talking about getting money. It's got to be fun. Like,
Right.
you know, everybody kind of serious and shit. Music, entertainment is fun, you know?
So when we're talking about the Detroit music scene, you got to experience it all, right? Like
Yeah.
listening to it at least, right? Like from the 90s, late 90s, we're getting off of rock bottom, Street Lords. You know what I'm saying? Doughboys Cash Out and Team Eastside make their emergence. T Grizzly breaks 2017 with First Day Out, 2016. These are the Detroit sounds when we're talking about Detroit sounds. Stretch Money, you know. When you're talking about these sounds, this is the Detroit sound. Did you intake that and did you go, I love this? Did you vibe with it? Did you relate to it when it was coming out?
Yes, I was a fan of all of it.
Yeah.
Even as a young one, the barbershop conversation, who better, rock bottom, street lord, you know what I'm saying, Cheddar Boys, all that. I was a fan of it, and to see it, the reason why it is so big right now, because people was like me, we was a fan of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who listen to out of state music too, but everybody, I'm a fan of the struggle. I'm a fan of the story, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what's special about me. It's the story of all of them. You know what I'm saying? And to see it right now, it's a blessing. Motherfuckers didn't work together. Just one making it happen, and it's happening.
And so when you understand these sounds, you're living these sounds because you're living in the city and everything like that. Obviously, I know you take a trip out to Atlanta, but you were incorporated in Detroit enough to know where the sounds are coming from. Was it a conscious decision to go, no, like I know that I can make the sound, I know I can be a part of the sound, but I have to do my own thing? And how difficult was it to actually develop these nuances and these sounds that you developed?
It was kind of easy, actually, because I was placed in a box anyway because I was older. You know what I'm saying? You know, you different off top. How you coming, you know, like one of the first motherfuckers to be old, like I'm an old rookie in this shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain that, but we can't sound the same, you know what I'm saying? I look goofy as hell trying to rap like somebody else.
Yeah.
Like that's my claim to fame, to be myself, you know what I'm saying? And my afflictions and why I rap, like I got a song called Mama Was a Dope. Ain't nobody gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna talk about having a son, you know, outside of a relationship or whatever. Nobody, I wanna be different. I wanna be, from me, vulnerable. I don't wanna be, ain't no wrestling. Everybody, you ain't won every fight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Jesus Christ. So, you know,
Yeah.
you know, just that makes it easier. That makes it fun. Like, oh shit, it's like I'm like Spud Webb in the dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit, you're older, yep. And it's easier to rap like this. Now it's so much other shit to rap about.
Yeah. Because you're not pigeonholed, like you said. You're not restricted to having to kind of keep up this and maintain this certain type of image. That's
I don't want to be too cool.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
It's tough, man. It's tough. I know a lot of people deal with it. Comedians deal with it from the city. Rappers, entertainers from all kind have to deal with this structure, this identity you feel like you have to have in order to fit in with Detroit. But look what you did. You were like, why don't I just do my own thing and then I'll fit in wherever I fit in, wherever it makes sense.
And that's Detroit. We build off respect. Being you. You know what I'm saying? That's us, our own identity. Everybody like us. You know what I'm saying? So
I wonder if there ever was a person that wasn't accepted, even though they were massively talented from the city, and then they had to like literally bounce, like completely like, all right, bro. And that's where they find the successes when they left. You think there's anybody like that? Where it's like he literally was legendary, Detroit didn't see it, and then he bounced, and then...
Man, I could say a lot, but I can't... I would say Danny, but it ain't that, because Danny made it here too. I'm just saying, it's like, I think that's how we just think. You know what I'm saying? Because our city, you gotta leave to make it any fucking way. You gotta move and groove, man. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say necessarily that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about success, and if you create your own lane, shit, that's when we fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can say they doing this shit, and we want to see it. So
For sure. As far as what's happening with you right now, man, I seen you. I seen Bizarre had a video shoot with you yesterday, man.
busy.
Keeping up with D12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go get that flexes on these hoes.
What were you guys working on?
We had a video. You know, he hit me up one day. For his album, he be working I didn't be working like a motherfucker. So I did a song with him, and shit, we went and did the video flexing on these hoes. Flexing on these hoes. Yeah, that shit hard as hell.
Yeah.
We did a video. So many people came out. He got a lot of support. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Busy, man.
And it's interesting when you talk about those sounds too, when you talk about D12, because I mean, if you talk about the Eminem era and the D12 era, they are different. They strayed away from the Detroit sound as well. They're like this own, I don't know what the hell you call that group of people, but it makes sense for you to work with those artists.
Yeah, you know, it's everybody don't want to be in that same lane. They, you know, everybody different. I love that shit. Like I just did a song with Zach Fox, known, you know, comedian, but people don't know he's a ill spitter rapper. He a DJ. Zach Fox is crazy. Y'all go get that mountain lion.
How'd that come together?
On Twitter, he hit me up. I dropped the song with Filthy. Shout out to Filthy. Dropped the rope chain. He like, this shit crazy. Hit me up and just hit me up like, man, we got to work. I said, we overdue. And he tight was a looper. Shout out to the loopers. It's my man from Bruiser Brigade. And, he like, man, Zach just like mutual fan, bro. You know, he just cool as hell. I didn't even know what the fuck he be doing. He all on TV and shit. Yeah. And he hit me up with a verse like, I want to do this one. And she hit it, and he was rapping it like a motherfucker, man. And I got on there, and it was supposed to be for him. And the motherfucker told me to put it out. So, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Shout out to Zach Fox. That's my dog.
Obviously, when you do the name switch, and you know, take the Bruiser Brigade name and everything, how does that come to play? Like, what was the decision behind that?
Just, man, like the struggle of this shit, man. Working so hard and you get to somewhere and people believe in you, embrace you, you know, and they put work in. And I just, you know, put it behind my name. I'm Bruiser Wolf. And, you know, if you ever look at what Bruiser or the Bruiser Wolf means, it's a strong one. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be probably the biggest one or none of that. But, and I just embraced it and, you know, and rep it to death because it changed my life.
Yeah. Music has to be something that you have full intent on in order for you to become successful at it, right?
Hell yeah.
Like, you can't have so many things going on, right?
So, motherfucker, you hit me up. They was telling, not to cut you off, Eric, you was hitting me up like, man, send Kid L some shit that you wanted, you know. I wanted to so bad. I just was fucking working like a motherfucker. Features working. That shit is family time. It's so much shit going on.
Features are coming in through like that?
Yeah, like, man, I love my fans and shit and people that support me. I get them all the time, and then I'm working on different projects too, and it's just time obligations and stuff.
What projects you're working on right now?
I got one with Nick Craven, Sheefy McFly. We got something we doing with art and music. Harry Fraud.
Sheefy has the crazy story. Sheefy was telling us he got fucking arrested while he was downtown doing a memorial that he was hired to do.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Sheefy's so special with the murals, bro. He did shit at Michigan State. Like, yeah. And shout out to Sheefy. We about to put some shit together that's going to be so different, you know.
He did the entire roller rink in Detroit, in downtown.
Man, I went to where he lived. The whole place the whole facility had this shit. I'm like, Sheefy.
Really?
Sheefy been working way for real.
So you guys are working on an art music collaboration?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's fresh now. It's just, we trying to give you a splash of like 80s music. You know, you gonna hear that hard bass, you know, techno. It's like gumbo, like what Detroit is. You know what I'm saying? Techno, gangster rap. You know, we just trying to display it and put art and have the merch and the vinyls and everything going crazy, you know.
Techno gangster rap, that sounds
Yeah,
good.
it's ghetto tech.
Ghetto tech,
Ghetto
bro.
tech. Shout out to Sheefy.
Now, as far as sticking to music, have you been thinking about movies at all? Have you been considering like dabbling?
Yes, I want some shit right now. I've been thinking. I got a couple people. Shout out to my man Tim Robinson. I'm trying to get schooled by Tim Robinson. That's one of my.
What's going on with Tim Robinson?
That's my homie, man. He's just a good, genuine person, man.
Do you know him in person?
Never really met him in person, but we kicks it all the time. I'm trying to get him on this song I got. He's
from Detroit.
He's from Clarkston.
Wow, yeah. I was like,
he's so cool, bro.
But he blew up, bro. Like,
man, he wore some of my merch at one of his shows at the Fox. Man, this fucking shit went through the roof, man.
That's so crazy.
He just showed love. He hit me up, man. I support him. It's all love. That's my man.
That's dope as hell.
But yeah, I'm definitely trying to do movies, bro.
I mean, how isn't that like the easiest access point? He has a sketch comedy show. Like, it's not just like, hey, yo, my boy.
I know. It's just, you know.
I'm good in a fedora.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, please. But, you know, take time, and I got to have my stuff together. Can't just, get plugged in and be, but I'm ready whenever, man. I'm taking classes now. You know what I'm saying?
Are the sports teams rocking with you, like Lions and Pistons guys?
Some players, but there's a lot of out of town people that rock with me, like in Chicago, like a lot of Chicago players and shit, and college teams and shit. But,
you getting the courtside seats yet or anything like that?
Yeah, I got some shit. I gotta go to see the Pistons, man. My man's be having my shit. I gotta go. I just ain't had no time.
Damn, man.
I had got season tickets. I had some right. I ain't had the floor. I had right behind the board, like right there for me and my son. And shit, I ain't had no time to even go.
Should have just sold those motherfuckers.
I be giving it to my family, man.
Yeah.
Let them have it and shit.
How is family life going right now, man?
It's great, man. Family, and sometimes you call friends family, but with this success shit, man, it's kind of weird, man. Not family, but like friends. People change, man. They expect some shit or entitled. Like, they ain't even got popping yet. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But I love my family life, love my kids and shit, love being a dad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just doing me, man. You know what I'm saying? Love my family, my aunties and shit.
Yeah,
I don't be having that much time, but get to go to church with them sometime,
Expectations, right? Once they start seeing those.
Yeah, just the visual, damn.
Yeah, just the music video drops.
This ain't shit. Like, y'all don't know, I love the fame and shit, man, but the way people act, people think you outside looking in, and they don't know. Like, you really work hard for this shit.
Yeah, entitlement is like a weird perspective because you're not doing any of the work that the person you're asking the stuff from.
Yeah.
You're not doing any of the work that they're doing.
Or they just look at you bad, or you can't. They don't go their way. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker ever smoked a blunt with you. Motherfucker act like he don't know me. I smoked some cookie with him 2007. Like, damn, nigga.
I always think of that concept. Like, let's say your boy became a doctor and he's making like $400,000-$500,000 a year, whatever. And then what if you become a successful rapper and you're making the same amount of money, $400,000 or $500,000 a year? It's like, why do I become more accessible to you, or why do you think I'm more accessible than the doctor? Like, why don't you ask the doctor for that money, but you're asking the rapper for that money?
Yeah, that's a good theory, God. Because I don't know, is he more a fan of a motherfucking rapper than you as a doctor? I don't know.
I think with entertainment, the only thing you're not obligated to do, but you're supposed to, like, if your friend's a rapper and he can actually rap, be like, all right, man, like, just come to the studio session and see if you can do something.
Right. No, that's funny though. That shit. Now that you say that, I was on tour and I learned something. Danny was like, man, anybody can fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking because you can rap. What kind of person you is, man?
Yeah.
Like, and that shit made sense because everybody at least think they can rap,
The company you have around you is better than the talent, because the talent can kind of come sometimes a little bit. You have to have some type of talent though initially. You have to have like something to you.
Yeah, you gotta be able to bring something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
what was your first time like on tour with Danny?
Oh my God, it was I was so focused, bro. Like, I heard you talking earlier. You was asking me about the time you put in the music and stuff. Man, I practice all my music when I wake up in the morning or right before I go to sleep. I do 40-minute sets.
Beautiful.
I don't rap with the music in the background of me and nothing. All words. And I do it every day. And I was so ready. That shit was like playing football again. Like, you're on a tour bus, you on a bus and you state to state hours. Like, the timing of it, the money, the merch, the greeting with the people, man. man, it was just a blessing, man, you know, for real. And I learned so much, you know what I'm saying? I met so many people and so many connections, and it just put me on my feet, man. You know what I'm saying? It was great, bro. Like when I went on the tour, I didn't know who the fuck I was. I thought I thought I was good, but I ain't know motherfuckers was gonna be singing my words. I didn't know people was gonna want autographs, and I'm signing titties and shit. You know,
That's the whole point of getting in the game.
You know, it was special, man. For real though. Like, I didn't know that, and I'm so aware of that now. It's a blessing, man. It was just a blessing going on tour with him, man.
Did you get to run across anybody or meet anybody that you never thought you'd meet?
Yeah, I met a few people. What's my man name? Macklemore. I met Macklemore.
It's dope.
And didn't fucking know. He was so low key, didn't even know I was cool as a fan. Good guy. Man, I met so many people in Chicago. Shit.
Do you notice the difference between, because you gravitate between underground and mainstream, working with different people, different sectors? What's the difference in attitudes and presentation? Do you see similarities between them, like just people, or is it just variables? Is it all different?
You mean like you talking about the celebrities or just people in general?
Celebrities versus the underground upcoming guys that want to be celebrities. Like, do you notice like a difference in attitude or presentation or how they carry themselves? Is there something that like underground artists are doing that you think is hindering them from, becoming mainstream because of just their attitudes or the way that they handle themselves or carry themselves?
You know, shit, man. Attitude is everything. Your character is everything. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can play football and run a 3.9 in a 40 flat. If your fucking attitude ain't right, it ain't gonna work. But there's so much shit you learn within the time, and the guys that's on mainstream, he's like still learning. They learn so much, and it's a reason why they move the way they move. You know, being in the underground, to even make it to mainstream, you just gotta walk your walk and learn what you gotta learn. You know, but if I had to say, maybe the guys that the reason why they haven't made it is because maybe they don't, trust enough into invest more into their music. You know. Like, people be so worried about having control of everything and own it and make good money, like, and sell vinyls by themselves. But sometimes, you might need some help. Money. It take money to make money, or you might have to have them eating with you to be bigger. You know what I'm saying? The stuff come with mainstream. But if you happy with the underground, like I made a pretty good penny just doing me last year. You know what I'm saying? So.
Independently, you made money just chilling, doing cruising, doing your own thing.
Did my tour. I sold out of vinyls. So many vinyls. You know?
That microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
But I did so well on tour. Merch, vinyl, sold out of vinyls. Booked, features went crazy. Extra money. It's
beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, I'm a rapper now, motherfucker. This shit's serious. You getting paid for this shit.
Once you sell merch, that's like the big sign, right? Like,
oh man, when you sell out of merch,
oh man,
we on tour and I gotta pay extra to make sure and meet me in Seattle. Man. You know what I'm saying? It's because they gonna go crazy in Seattle. Or
who does your merch designs for you?
Shit, I got my man Jimmy. He do it. I don't know the name of his actual thing, but he do it for every fucking body.
Yeah.
Shit, you name it. But I go through him. He do all my designs. I wish I could pull it up. I get put.
I'm just curious because like
Jimmy Edgeman, he takes care of my stuff for me. But who did the artwork is the Loopers, and then I had my man Mike. He did it the last album. It's just shit. I just go through with the great art. That's why I'm doing this shit with Sheefy, bro. Like, it's gonna be crazy. A real artist, The merch gonna go crazy. I'm gonna have so much shit. I'm just seeing the playing field, you know what I'm saying? Sure. But it was definitely a great year, bro.
Nick's gonna adjust your mic real quick. It's only gonna take a quick second. He's gonna do it. Zaloopers told us that he sold a painting to the new Fresh Prince, the new TV show.
Yeah.
They hired him to make like a painting.
It was in an actual TV show. You can see it. Zaloopers is who really put me up on my game with merch. Like, to really focus in and look at that shit. Like, killing them off paintings. People call him for paintings, let alone merch, or him designing. So I peeped and I watched him while I was in that house, and like, man, shit, the front room used to be crowded with FedEx boxes and shit and all kind of shit.
Insane. How scary is it to enter the world of I'm an artist, I'm a rapper, and I have to actually turn this into a business now? Because every artist just wants to be an artist, but now you have to turn it into a business.
Oh man, this the fun part. Shit, before rapping and swinging your sword, trying to see who the best fucking rapper for nothing. Just to say you sweet or all that shit, that was cool. But to wake up and not have to use the streets to fund your rap, I wake up with a career, bro.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so fun. And to have, like, I got great management, Fake Short Drive. Shout out to Andrew Barber. He calling me up on me. We work together. I got a team. So this the fun part, and you get to see you make money every month without having to risk your life and freedom and shit. That's a blessing. My kids ain't got to worry about eating and shit. Well, so it's just that part, bro. You know what I mean? That was easier. It's fun to do that shit.
Yeah. It sounds like there's a complete contrast to. I'm assuming maybe when you were growing up that it was different. Like nothing was easy.
No, it wasn't, bro. Where I'm from, like my mom, we wasn't in the house. My father raised me and my brother, bro. You know what I'm saying? A black man in the '80s, bro. And my mom wasn't there. She was doing her thing and shit. They ain't get along, so he took the responsibility. But he was always tight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so a motherfucker at that age to worry about grinding or having something. Like for my father to work, my older brother had to cook. We fucking 4 and 5. This nigga know how to cook spaghetti. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Raw ass burger meat that nigga used to make. Shout out to P and Easy. But it was tight, dog. We learned how to deal with ends meet, but we had a family to help too. You know what I'm saying? It was fucked up. My father fought for us, bro. You know what I'm saying? So everything, I don't take nothing for granted. I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful. You know what I'm
saying? 5 years old and making spaghetti with raw meat. If you think about that, the chances of food poisoning.
We was fucked up probably. We was niggas going to the hospital sick as hell now. But
oh my God.
Papa make sure it was straight, but we got to watch out for ourselves. It was certain shit, bro. We used to have, my father would have to go to a job. We'd be like 10 years old, bro. We had bar doors and shit. We had the house by ourselves playing the game. And we used to have to sell dime bags to his close friends. Okay. They couldn't come in, but we was selling. So that was in my head right there. That was in my head to hustle and shit. Like not to hustle like that, but just
why'd they have
survival, man.
Why'd they have you guys like do it though?
Nobody else could. Everybody else probably fucked up. Family on dope, mama ain't there. And it's like our uncles coming through, like today's close friends and shit. But still, we know what it is. It's the weed, man. You know what I'm saying?
So your dad was working like a regular job and he was doing side hustles to maintain.
Yep. Just to make sure we had Christmas and shit. Shooting runs and shit. Man.
Yeah, man. Remember that? It's kind of crazy the concept of it's not that crazy, but the dad taking control, right? Because normally I hear that the moms would take like custody or whatever the situation might be.
It's still like that, and that's why I guess I'm kind of different too. Like and he taught me so much different. He just passed away, so the shit I'm dealing with, like life is a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? The shit he taught me. You really appreciate it now. Not to say I didn't appreciate it when he was alive, but I be doing shit to try to make him happy, to get that feeling that my father's still here. It's a motherfucker having somebody that was that strong, a real one. You know what I'm saying?
So your pops never like let you down? Like,
never.
Never let you down? Never? Damn.
Never. He ain't have the most money. I never forget, dog, I crashed my car coming back from college in a snowstorm, and this nigga was a fucking doing side janitor jobs. Had his income tax and paid for it to get fixed for me to drive back to Atlanta. He had no fucking money, bro.
Jesus.
Gave me all his money. That's just small shit, man.
What kind of persona was he? Like what kind of Like what kind of like person was he? Kind of like,
He was like, man.
was he like bubbly and fun, or was he like stern?
Man, he loved women, dog. He nigga love to go out and vibe with the women, dog.
Yeah.
He couldn't stand nobody. He always showed love to people, you know. He was a real one. He ain't like sucker shit. He like niggas with some dogs. He ain't, you know, he liked the good people, man. You know, he was a genuine guy, man. He took care of his kids. He took pride on that shit too, for real.
It's like I don't want to bad talk my pops at all.
Oh,
my dad used to whoop my ass.
Oh, we got fucked up now.
Oh, you got fucked up?
We got fucked up now. But no. You probably better from that though, bro. You don't think so? You think did it bother you? Like, cause some people it bother. Like sometimes I think when I got my ass, well, I'm like, this nigga ain't had to hit me like that though. Like,
yeah, I don't know, man. Cause like I got hit for no reasons. Like literally, like one time my pops was like, "Yo, massage my feet, son. I'm tired from work."
No,
I was like massaging his feet, and then like I was like, "Man, I'm about to go play some games," and he just like, you know, Bruce Lee in Mortal Kombat when he did that leg kick shit, that bicycle kick. And that motherfucker did the bicycle kick on me while I was laying on the couch, and I was like, "Man, what the fuck?" Like. I never forgot that.
Yeah, and you know, like we used to have to rub our daddy neck and shit, walk his back. Oh man, my brother used to hate that shit. And we didn't got snapped off at home like, I feel like doing this shit, but man, and them downstairs we playing the game, you know. And he cut up, but you know, probably was all that nigga had. Like, you know, like when I got my kids now, like, and I be fucked up, I be wanting my kids to help me too. And I spoil them so much. I'm like, these motherfuckers probably ain't gonna care like that. That was that motherfucking kick, bro. You know, your daddy love you know, but at the end of the day, I ain't about to fuck my kids up like that.
You know what's crazy about that concept though from you? It's like in this day and age, we have so much going on around us that we can keep ourselves entertained or like find ways to diffuse like the stress of life. Yeah. Our popses probably didn't have jack shit to keep them diffused. Yeah. They worked all damn day, and like you said, they just had that one thing they were looking forward to, and you fucked it up.
And we cut up on us. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? But that shit make us different. You probably went to school or whatever you've been at, just being a motherfucker that's one from your cloth quite. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's secret right there. Like, you know, even to say that, you gotta be strong to say that. That shit bothered me. Like, I never get my zipper got stuck on my new jacket my daddy just spent all his money on. My dumb ass fucked it up. It's cold as hell outside. It's in the morning. I'm waking him up like, you zip it up. Like, it's like, man, you fucked your jacket up. Why? Slap the shit out of it. He's trying to hit me in the head, but slap me on the face. You know what I'm saying? And I was mad as hell about that shit. I'm light skinned, nigga. I don't go to school. And my teacher's like, what's happening to you? What's wrong with your face?
Yeah.
I ain't nothing. I was just playing around and shit outside. You know, I just learned to keep a secret and be strong about shit because I love my daddy. Ain't want nothing to happen, but I ain't like that shit either. You know, like, but people got stories. I ain't about to sit here like I was child abused or no shit like that, but some people need that shit.
I think in second or third grade, they found like a bunch of bruises on my face, so they called CPS.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know you're not supposed to tell CPS shit.
Hell no.
I didn't know you were not supposed to say shit. So when they're like, "Does your dad beat you at home?" I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck?"
Everybody get there. Like, you think like everybody get fucked up.
Yeah, and then the next day they pulled up to the crib. They pulled up in a van. They're like, "Yo, what's going on at this crib?" And I was like, they're like, "You have to say that none of the shit you said was true. That you said it just because we didn't get you Christmas presents." I was like, "All right."
Right.
I lied. I was like, but at that time, everybody was getting their ass beat.
Yeah.
You know, there was this study. There was like this famous famous dude. I forget his name, but he basically did a study where he had like 100 of his students sit down and he said, if you had a great relationship with your dad, raise your hand. And one student out of the 100 raised his hands. And he would do this seminar like every month. And always would be like one or two kids rose their hands saying they had a great relationship with their dad. Yeah. So it's like most of society, it seems like we didn't have the best relationship probably with our pops.
With our fathers, and that's crazy. And that's why I guess I'm a thinker too. Like, if you think about it, like what you went through, this what I went through. I told you my father raised us by himself, so if I was like, even family, like, hey, maybe too hard on them or whatever, you know, like, no. At the end, we'd be mad. We didn't got fucked up. No, because we respected the grind. We respected my father's struggle. Yeah. He held us down when nobody was there. So, like, yeah, he fucked us up. You know what I'm saying? And even with my son now, that shit helped me. I never be that nuts like how they was. They into that Bible for real better ride on these kids, but I ain't about to, do that like with my kids. I know how to give tough love and, and be I overdo shit for them. And you ain't getting to overdo shit and I'm mad at you. That's worse than a whooping. Shit. To me, mental. Because at the end of the day, if you physically hurt them, you can mentally fuck them up as well. So you might as well just play the mental game with your kids to get them to do what you want them to do. So
For sure.
And I love the way I came up. I wouldn't change it. You know what I'm saying? It made my cloth different. You know what I'm saying? We got fucked up though.
Did you ever get involved in like hobbies besides music and sports? Did you like get into video games and stuff like that, or did you?
I do. I'm trying to get going on my video gaming, but I like coaching, bro. Like
Coaching?
I was coaching before like rapping. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like what they say when they come on your show, the first motherfucker to do some shit. Like I won a title on the B team. Shout out to the Tigers, Sad Tigers, and shout out to the West Side Cubs. That's where I'm really from. Shout out to Tandy and all of them. But I donate my time to community service with the kids. Man, I love to see a kid do something, especially the little ones, bro. You teach them something. I know football, so when I teach them something, they do it. The kids, the young ones, like sponges, man. And to see them wind up getting scholarships as well, you know what I'm saying? See them do good and get a scholarship, it make me, that's something I like to do. Have you been
with a student from the beginning process to them getting their scholarships? Like, have you seen
man, so many, man.
Oh, that's incredible, man.
There's a few of them. I was getting off into my music career, but I got a special kid, Wee Herman, DJ. He played with Oregon right now. He a beast. I told y'all he was gonna be a beast when he was a freshman at Loyola, and I was coaching at Loyola. And he is a special kid. Him and his mom, he love on his mom. Bro, he's a special kid, and he gonna be able to take care of her. He going to the league, But
legendary.
There's so many other kids, so many people I taught that got degrees, even if they didn't play big time or make it to the league. I was able to have something to do with that,
That's legendary, man. That's that's like a community servant, bro.
Yeah, and I love it, bro. I watch film. Don't let me come back coaching on you motherfuckers. Nah.
What would you do if you were coaching the Lions right now?
The Lions? Shit, the Lions, man. They got they culture and they got everything set because the shit we know of, the losing shit they was on, man. Shout out to Dan Campbell, man, and what they believe in to win every week like they win. It's a mindset, man. It's special. You didn't when you was 0 and all when the motherfuckers was losing, they didn't know if they was going in to win a game. Them motherfuckers is going to win a game right now, even if it's by 2 points or 3 points. They don't give a fuck. They appreciate the W.
Yeah.
And I respect what he doing. They don't settle for shit, but. If I was coaching, man, how the fuck would I'd probably be motherfucker helping with the film or something. Yeah. They got it together,
They said Dan Campbell's like too wild west, but he's winning. I mean,
I respect when he go for it on fourth down. So much fun because it's hard to stop a motherfucker, like stop us from getting 2-3 yards. 4 downs, you only need 10 yards. So I think we could have won last year, without the Wild West shit, but I'm going to go down with Dan all day.
We didn't take that field goal.
Yeah, it's like certain shit. We made a couple mistakes too. It's dropping the ball and shit, but punting the ball too, just like, trusting the defense sometimes a little bit more. That's what we're going to have to do. I love the offense. I love my man, the offensive coordinator.
You're not watching the Pistons and the Wings, huh?
I love the Pistons too. The Pistons doing something now. Cade Cunningham going crazy right now.
Yeah, but everything else, man. What's happening? We're falling apart, man.
Hey, we was winning, and the Wings had their run for some time. We got to rebuild. We got to check with Eiserman, see what's going on.
I think they're going to kick Eiserman out.
Oh, man. That's
you know what they're saying? They're saying the Eiser plan failed.
Eiserman, man. We got to just let Eiserman find somebody that love us like he do, and he got to step aside and handle something else if that's the problem. But I'm riding with the captain all day, dog.
Yeah, I feel that.
But Detroit Tigers, look what we did, bro. That was fire what we did this year. Mm-hmm. That was gritty. And then the Lions holding it down.
Lions are taking it somewhere. When you released your first tape, again, you're straying away. Was there any type of fear inside that maybe the hood or anybody would be like, yo, what the fuck? Or did you feel confident?
Fuck no. Cause I came from making trap music, on a cypher. Like, we from Detroit, it's, they want to, and I didn't like the beats technically. Like, really, when I first got with Brew, I'm like, I didn't like the loops. I didn't understand hip hop. I didn't understand that shit. The beat keep looping on. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna murder everything. I don't give a fuck what the beat sound like. I'm gonna just bar it. And I used to always ask my man Raffy that make all the beats, and I can't do music without doing them loop beats now. It's like the Raffy. It's like that hip hop shit. It's the loop beats. It's like the Alchemist shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got hip to it, and I done fell in love with it. It's the music essence of it. It's like, to get a sample and loop it and have your rhythm on point and get people to hear the music, hear them bars. Like, yeah, I was scared as hell. I didn't know it was gonna work, and I like maybe it's too technical, bro. Like, they ain't gonna fuck with it.
Not just technical, but a completely different
Yeah,
lifestyle.
it's different. Then I'm like, once I start seeing attraction and I start seeing my fan base, I mean, fuck what y'all think. You motherfuckers don't download shit, buy shit. So I love my fans. I love my diverse fans.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have them. Fuck all that shit, man. I rap for who listen to me. I'm a modern poet. I'm really serious about the words, man. So
talk about you and Danny collaborating on Y.B.P.
Y.B.P. Young Black and Poor.
Yeah, talk about the collaboration, how they came together.
Shit, man. I was recording Dope Game Stupid, and I came in the house. This one, Danny he was working on his album, trying to wrap that shit up. And I came in the house. We always getting fucked up. So he like, oh yeah, well, come upstairs. I got some shit for you. So I go upstairs to hear the beat, I got the song to do with Danny now. So I'm about to try to murder this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I ain't even really on topic like that. He like, I need you to be on your Detroit shit. And I'm like, all right. And he heard it. And he like, yeah, this shit fire. He like, man, you need to make that shit butter. And that's why I know this is my man's, because he could have just said, fuck it, you missed your run to do this song. He like, I need you to really make it butter, bro, like, and tap into the topic. And I'm like, you right. I'm trying to give you every bar imaginable and spit. And Young Black and Poor, I just went home and I thought about it and I said, fit me to a glove, Young Black and Poor, from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So I rapped about everything I could think about, from the mirrors, everything, flipping on mattress in the alley, Young Boys Incorporated, to even it's hard to fit in the Murder Mitten like OJ gloves,
No.
You know what I'm saying? It just, that was Young Black and Poor to me, and it man, that shit did so well, and it was a blessing to do a tour. I gotta do my set before him, and then he'd bring me out to do Young Black and Poor. The fans just love it after seeing my set. It's my dog, man. It worked out like a charm. It worked out like everything we wanted it to work out. So
it's beautiful, man. Yeah, you guys, it all just fits together. Like, it all just makes goddamn sense, which is a beautiful thing. Talk about the rest of the members of the. I don't know if you guys consider it a group or just an alliance or what you would call it.
I would say it's like a collective, but
a collective, yeah.
It's a family for sure.
Yeah.
So many people to bring up, but JUS, Fat Ray, Ahmad the God, Raffy, who does the production, which is my man's, man. Raffy Special.
Talk about him real quick, man. What? How does he bring everything together, tie everything together?
Ooh, yeah, he do, man. I'm gonna need some time, but I'm gonna keep it short. He is the workhorse. He every beat we do, he do it. He bring everybody together. He stays in the studio when nobody else wants to. When you fucking up take after take, he put his own money up to make sure you got vinyls for your project.
Damn.
Went on tour with me and sold all my merch with me. It's my buddy, my friend, man. He a dog, man. You know what I'm saying? He hold us down together. He do all things Brown, Danny need him to do. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna make him cry when he watches this.
Yeah,
Man.
fuck you, Rafi.
You gonna make him
Piece of
tear up?
shit. Nah, but that's my man,
the
though.
violin's gonna be playing.
If I would, like, we go back to football, if this shit was a team, he'd be like one of the captains for sure, like, to keep us together. You know what I'm saying? But he only could do so much, and, you know, he got his thing. He do Sleep Olympics. He DJ all across the city, the world, shit. He just got off tour. Shout out to Dream Beach too. They do their thing with the techno.
How do you guys do it? Like, I get it. Like, I understand it because I do what I like to do in my way.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to production and things that I like to put together, I get why people can stay up and do it all.
Mm-hmm.
But with music, it's like scary kind of because I guess because I'm not an artist, it's harder for me to understand it. But just to know that you're putting all this effort and collaborations of everybody just uniting to put something together, and then not knowing what's gonna happen after. Are people gonna fuck with it? Are they gonna say it's trash? Like,
Right.
YouTube, you upload it, it's a $10,000 production, and it gets 100 views. Like, what's happening?
I think, man, everything's get better with time. I think if you have faith and you believe in it and you keep repping out, if we keep lifting weights, we gonna get strong, bro.
True.
You know, I think you gotta just stay focused and not think about that. But that is a motherfucking that's who divide who gonna make it or not. I supposed to been gave up on this shit. How this old ass nigga rapping now? The fuck is he? Nobody want to hear that.
You know
shit.
why? You know why you get away with it? Because you don't look old.
Nah, I'm fly.
You look like my age.
But it's like it's a different perspective though. Like I get to tell you, like you get to go with me the struggle. You get to watch me. I ain't pull up in this motherfucker with $100,000 chain on. I ain't got it yet.
Yeah.
I got a nice one now. You know, but you get to grow with me. You know, I get to tell you the old shit you might not see, or everybody you might know might be dead or in jail. I done made it through this shit.
Does your community, your demographic of audience, and the community of artists that stand beside you guys and you guys communicate with, do you guys deal with the gangster shit too? Do you guys deal with like the bullshit, the rawness of what sometimes street rap brings, or does that not even enter the equation ever?
Well, I feel like, to me, if you from the streets, if you from that shit, because rap, it's WrestleMania, man, but it is real too when it come down to personalities. But if you're real street, you'll understand when it's some real street shit. Mostly smart street motherfuckers, when they get off into this and you got some money legal coming in, you gonna fuck it up for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna really kind of look at it like you an idiot for bringing that to this. Like, motherfucker ain't tricking me off the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been there. I know how stupid it is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like that, but I think people are so smart once you get to this level, like, hey, whatever, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving, maybe, you know. But, no, I don't think so, bro.
And if you can't turn that off, when you get to that position, you're probably not going to last. Like, if you can't turn off that mindset, like, oh, I'm going to retaliate or do something or get involved in the situation, then it's like you can't even be in that circle.
And it's like, if you do go that way and you didn't got this high, they done made you mad than a motherfucker. You done did some dumbass shit because you went through the struggle. This is everything. So many people relying on this. You feel so much better.
You know, I seen this like video of you know that Mr. Beast guy. He like gives millions of dollars to people through like you know what Mr. Beast does?
Yeah.
He does competitions to give away money, all that type of stuff. But it was interesting because he's like such a nice, humble guy. And somebody came on his show. It was like a guest on his show. His name was Banks or something, and he like disrespected the show somehow. And then Mr. Beast just looked at him. He's like, "Yo, get this guy off. Like, just get this guy out of here." Like, he wasn't even. It was almost like a professional business situation. He was like, "Get this guy out." And it's weird because if you watch like a No Jumper or a podcast or something, and something like that happens, people try to, you know, maximize that. Like, yo, watch this. Like, they're going crazy at each other. But in like a certain world where these guys are talking about millions of dollars and high budget productions, they're just like, no, get the fuck out of here. Like, like that's, I like that. I like that it's like, yo, keep that shit out of here. Yeah,
like we don't have to act like no damn fools. It's big shit on the line, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be like, why? Like, why? Why do it? Why fuck it all up?
Yeah.
For a one moment temper. Like that's what I really learned with this music shit. Like before it wasn't no music and shit, and all you got is your pride and shit. Like that's another thing too. Motherfuckers be broke. You broke, you ready to fight. What the fuck? That was mine. That was mine's. You know what I'm saying? So when you getting them and you trying to protect it and preserve it for your children and shit, hey man, come on, man. Fuck you. Motherfuckers take you to court.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was reading some comments about you on Reddit a couple weeks ago, and do you take offense to the statement, "The second coming of Sugar Free"?
No, I don't. I used to feel some type of way, and man, you know what? Dog, Reddit is the shit. Reddit, they listen to a motherfucker music every word, but I used to like, damn man, I thought I was being original and shit. I'm being me, but you know, I don't do that no more. I used to get like, oh, why? Nah, I'm like, that's what's up. I'm proud of that. I just feel like people got to compare something great to something. You know, probably did it to you before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but
You compare me to Joe Rogan all the time.
oh yeah, it's something
Every day of the week.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, but
that's fire.
no, I'm kidding. That doesn't happen. But I'm saying for you, it's like crazy because
I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like every time I make some noise, every time I'm doing something, it went from all this motherfucker holding me to they respect it. It's the Detroit, what's the name? Like,
Yeah.
and I never really like, I fuck with Sugar Free heavy, like, cause he different, you know. I never was like listening. I definitely listened to 40, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely didn't think I sound like 40. That's the goal. I think he sound like one of a kind, you know. But it's a blessing, and it's y'all can look at me like that, and you know, put me in that, you know. But I be man, get them they flowers. I'm not like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to carve my own lane, you know.
I think it's different enough to significantly. I think it has reminisce, like you can like think about it a little bit and be like, I can see it, but not totally.
Hey, when you think about the great groups, like the great tenors, like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Blue Magic, Stylistics, when you hear them, you're like, who that? That's Blue Magic or the Stylistic. You're going to say that because of their voices and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
I had confusion between Big Sean and Drake when that was like first happening. When Big Sean and Drake were first happening, there was a little bit of confusion there. But I think it's like different because Sugar Free is like 80s, 90s type shit.
Yeah. But see, I used to do that too with Sean and Drake, but Drake got to singing on your ass.
Yeah.
And that took it somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? And Sean a barsmith, you feel me? So
Have you worked with Sean?
no, I would love to though. For sure.
Are you tapped in with like the mainstream Detroit guys? Eminem or
you know, they peoples and shit. Like I ain't never really worked in like I know O.B. Trice, I know I know Bizarre's my man's.
You met Proof Son too.
Oh yeah, Nassan too, my man too.
Yeah, he said he was a fan of you. Like
That's
he was heavy
my
supporter.
dog. He's one of the most creative rappers we have in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he blessed. You know what I'm saying? He come from that cloth. So I love his work, man.
You hear about these freaking plane crashes that's been happening lately, man? Did you ever hear about Kazakhstan and shit like that?
No.
You didn't hear about this, man? There's been
Scare
3
me.
plane crashes in the past week. I think in the past week, over 250 people have died in plane crashes. Like real airline plane crashes too.
You know, like you scaring the fuck out of me
Oh, my
right now
bad,
because
man.
I'm just starting to get right, and I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
try.
Yeah.
Like one of my fears was when I was young. I used to watch the La Bamba movie. It fucked me up when Ricky Valens died, bro. Like that. You know what I'm saying? And you about to make me drive. I got a Midwest run to do.
Nothing American. It was
Fucking with you.
Kazakhstan and Korea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like countries where, I mean, American Airlines are a little bit,
But shit, I gotta go overseas this year.
You
I
gotta be
got a
careful,
lot of
man.
shit.
Hey, listen, man. Small planes, bro. Just say no.
Yeah.
Small planes, like I don't care if they're like we're just gonna hop to that island
I
real
fuck
quick.
with American.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking with Spirit. None of that.
Spirit does. It doesn't. They haven't killed.
Shout
it.
out to Spirit, but I'm just saying, I'm going with some real shit.
Listen, bro. If there's a plane and it pulls up on me and it says like, "Yo, Zimbabwean airplanes" or something, I'm not getting on the motherfucking Zimbabwe
Some
airlines.
different shit.
No, it has to say like something I've known. Like it has to say
Motherfucking shit. Say Obama Airlines or some crazy shit.
because they just released like they released Kobe Bryant's like helicopter, like what happened exactly.
Yeah, the propeller and all of that, right?
Yeah, they were saying they were questioning like, did Kobe push his, the pilot to go forward, and they're saying like Kobe was never like that. He was never a person to like push an agenda like that and risk his family's life or anything. But then you start like reading about it, like this guy was so experienced, like the helicopter pilot was so damn experienced. How could these things go wrong? And I just made the decision. I was like, I'm never getting on a small aircraft ever in my life.
Yeah, that hurted me. That shit happened right before my mom passed. I'm like, damn. And I watched the Discovery. I watched all the shit you can watch on that. Science and everything. They talking about the propellers. They was too high in the mountains.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
No, what happened was the pilot had spatial disorientation, which means he didn't know if he was going up or down.
Yeah.
So he kind of lost like some type of equilibrium.
And they said they went too high.
Yeah, and then he just lost himself. And I don't know, man. I feel like they knew for like a half a second, like,
It just ain't feeling right. Let's take it back down. We got the babies on here. Like, I don't know, that shit just fucked me up. I always think about Aaliyah and shit and all of that type of stuff.
TLC,
what
bro.
happened, bro?
You remember
Left Eye, right? Like, what happened? Like,
Left Eye? Do you ever see Left Eye's footage of her getting in the accident?
no, I seen the car. Like,
no, there's because they were documenting everything. They were making like a documentary, and so Left Eye is like she's driving, and there's just footage of her like on the steering wheel, like looking like very like she's already gone almost. Like she's like it's almost like she's not alive. She's like driving, and then they're like, oh shit.
the rolls was
wow.
wild.
I was like, what? That was like probably the first celebrity like witnessing of somebody dying that you could ever see.
That fucked me up because at that time I was working in Atlanta and her peoples was running clubs. I was a damn bouncer and shit.
What?
Yeah, trying to help pay for school, bro. And I used to have all these wild parties, and that shit happened around that time. I did parties before. I was a bouncer. One time it was fucking Lil Jon, fucking Lisa Left Eye, fucking Queen Latifah was in that motherfucker. I was a T.I.
Did you have to check them? Did you actually have to like pat them down?
I was.
I mean, they're VIP, right?
Yeah, they straight. I was just, and actually, I was the one on stage, young dog, big as hell. I used to be big as hell, bro. But yeah, that was
What'd you do on stage? Just make sure nobody touches them and shit.
Make sure
People get close.
Yeah, and I'm up there enjoying the show, bro. I'm up there rocking. But fucking Lil Jon, that's when Lil Jon and them had what song they had? Oh my God, man, he had some shit. When I was in Atlanta, they took over. When I was in Atlanta as a student playing football, bro. But
they always like show footage of security, like either messing up, like when they're trying to stop a fan from coming up to the star.
yeah,
And then everybody's like, why didn't like the star's like, no, let him come through. And everybody in the comments is like, damn, security guard takes his job too seriously or whatever. But it's like, bro,
yeah, if he don't do it,
yeah.
that's another thing I understand too. I've been from all broke sides of this motherfucking shit. You better not let a motherfucker in unless I say so, like, because if you let him in, then what? This motherfucker act a nut. You said he was cool. Even they probably blame you for even letting him in. Shit.
Your friend ever bring somebody that you're like you're not allowed to bring people no
it's
more?
It's starting to get that way. It's starting to get ridiculous. It's yeah, because people got that's this social media, man. They want to tape everything. Like everything ain't supposed to be taped and shit. So yeah, you want who you want around. So I'm trying to explain to my little brothers and shit how shit is. And
I came to a point where like I noticed a lot of my rapper friends were taking photos, like everything they do. And I get it, like you got to promote content and all that. But I kind of was like on the type of time where if somebody gets a photo of me doing some shit, that's it. I'm not about to like have my boy take a photo of me.
I got a bad stomach, but I got some game from somebody that gave some game. I think I don't want to say the rapper, but he's a famous rapper from here. He told a dude I know. He said, man. And it's even with this, and this is what I'm learning. Like I used to give people they flowers, like "What's up? It's proud to be around you" and all that shit. But they get it enough, man. You know what I'm saying? So somebody told me the game that they gave them. They said, if you act like a groupie, they gonna treat you like one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's from everybody. And I thought about that shit. Like a motherfucker come giving me love and showing me love. I'm like, yeah, I respect that. Thank you. Now, I don't pose to trust you as a human being because you just gave me some fucking love and you're around here. I don't know who you is and shit. But that's where it's stopping.
Yeah.
All that, like, so I show motherfuckers love and everything, but ain't no motherfucking groupie, and I don't want that type of shit around me, and I don't want you getting off of the pictures and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it gets wild out there, man. I remember one time it was me, Sada, Skilla. It was like me, Sada, Baby Skilla, Baby Kirch, Dilla, and a few other big squad. And we had like our secluded area. It was just us, super secluded. Sada and Skilla went off to do something real quick, and this guy came up to me. He's like, yo, bro, I fuck with you, L. He's like, yo, man. He's like, kept talking to me. He's like, I love your podcast, I love everything. I'm like, man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. He's like, yo, can I hop back there with you guys? And I was like, do you know anybody here? He's like, nah, I don't know anybody. I was like, I'll talk to the fellas and see what they say. He's like, all right, bet. Bro, this dude stored at me the entire, he did not dance. He did not go get a drink. He stored at me the entire time for like 3 hours. Like, are you going to let me come through? It came to the point where when I was leaving, he was like grabbing my shoulders. Like, you said I was going to be able to come through. And I was like, yo, this is why you don't talk to people, bro.
Yeah.
Don't talk to people.
Can't engage.
You just got to stay the hell away. Like, some people are not in their right minds.
And I'm built off that. I think it's being real for you to reach out. Like, the whole tour, I was out there in the middle. I don't fuck security. I knock one of you motherfuckers out. But I'm out here showing love, you know what I'm saying? And, some people don't do that shit, and some people don't care about how people feel and shit, and I get that too, because people, that fan shit is, you gotta understand, man, like, you gotta protect yourself too, and these motherfuckers, that should be everything to them. Yo, yay or nay is everything. Can we come back there and chill? Hell no, y'all can't come back here. I don't know you. Like, you know, it's just sad, bro, but I show love to everybody, but sometimes they overdo it. Like, I try to talk to people in my DMs and shit and be 100. Then here come the basic questions. Do you put flour on your chicken? Motherfucker, what the fuck is you talking about now, man? You know what I'm saying? Or
they just want your attention in any way they can get it.
Right? Yeah, and then, you know, you can't. I don't even deal with my social media anymore. I see that, and I used to be like trying to tap in with people like, damn, he ain't fucking with me. Like, man, motherfuckers busy. They got their whole management running their page.
So
like,
your management runs your page right now?
I ain't got time. I'm sorry, and that's one of my biggest. I go on there and see this shit, but if you fucking irritating on me, I ain't even see it, man. My management fucking run my page, you know.
Did you ever come to a point where you had to curate like what you're watching throughout the day and consuming in your life, or have you always just been a person that knew what you were consuming and knew what to dabble in and dabble out of?
I tried my best not to watch a lot of music and rap shit.
Really?
Like, I love everybody getting they just doing, everybody popping, but I want to stay focused to get to what I want to get. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get, you know, people get discouraged, but some people get motivated. You know what I'm saying? So I deal with neither. I'm in my own world, and you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with my music, and then I hear some shit. My kids and brought them. I'm like, oh shit, they going crazy, you know. But
do your kids bump your music?
Yeah, but they bump everybody else shit for real too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm different. You know what I'm saying? So they, like, some of my kids were like, damn, I'm getting, and then they appreciating the struggle to fame now. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, daddy. That's a teaching tool I got for my kids too, for them to watch me work hard, and motherfuckers just don't know and can't believe it, and they see the shit. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be a part of it for me to tell them never give up on shit. You know, but they fuck with my music heavy.
I bet you during Christmas they were bumping your shit heavy.
Oh yeah, like, the new shit though. They don't want to hear no old shit. They want to hear the new shit I got that nobody heard and shit.
You got the unreleased for them? They're the only ones who get
I got some shit called Wee Herman. This shit's so hard. They fucking play that shit all Christmas.
You made a song off Wee Herman?
Yeah. You played and blow, Wee Herman. I played with blow, Pee Kirkland. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Squad of Beats. He made that beat.
Hey man, shout out Wee Herman, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Paul Rubin.
It's my guy.
This guy's cut, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, I was watching a document. No, it wasn't a document. This was messed up. I was actually sad. Wee Herman, I loved him growing up, but they showed this, like, when he passed away, they did like this news video about him, like this news documentary. It was like 10 minutes long type shit. Bro, they were talking about his upcoming of his career, like, you know, he started his own TV show, Pee Wee's Big Playhouse. And then they're like, and then one day he gets.
I'm sorry, I was trying to laugh. But that's just what Pee Wee did, dog. And I rocked with Pee Wee,
Bro.
all the way when I was a kid. I know you watched Pee Wee Herman playoffs, bro.
Of course, the big playoffs.
That was my shit Saturday morning, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, they were really boosting him up. It was all positive and tight, and then this dramatic violin screeches, and it's like, meh, but then
And I'm like, in the movie theater?
Yeah.
Really, Pee Wee?
But I was so mad because I was like, did you guys really have to bring this shit up? Like, the dude just died. Did you have to bring up the fact that they got him at the movie theater? Can you let Pee Wee Herman rest in peace without having to bring that up?
And shout out to him, but that was the reason why I could, like, you just saying, talking about making shit that's funny. So, like, I'm like, I play sports, so I kind of dabbled. I played with Blow, Pee Wee Kirkland, you know what I'm saying? You played in Blow, Pee Wee Herman. Like, it's funny, but Pee Wee, it fucked me up when I seen Pee Wee Herman in Blow setting up Boston George and shit, you know what I'm saying? So
brilliant.
It's entertainment. I have fun with it. I'm not straining with music, none of that shit. I'm having fun on you suckers. And that's what it was. I hate to say it, though, because Pee Wee did that shit at the movie theater. It made me be able to, straddle the line of some funny shit. Like, this nigga even played in Blow.
I wonder if, like, the last minutes before he passed away, was he like, damn, dog, if I just...
If he didn't do that.
If I just didn't do that on a clean slate, just like Will Smith. If I just didn't slap Chris Rock, and we would have been the baddest closeout of all time. Like,
man, you know what was so funny? We live in this fucking toxic-ass world. A lot of women was happy he slapped Chris Rock at first.
Yeah.
Then that shit looked distasteful a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Then
it goes back to what I was saying. You gonna let somebody trick you off the streets. It's too much money on the floor, like, dog. And then we come back to unfolding. I don't speak on people problems, but look, y'all been having issues, entanglements and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel them, though, like, talk about my wife, alopecia and shit. You know what I'm saying? But to get up at the fucking, come on, the Oscars, man, and slap Chris Rock, that's crazy.
I think keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth would have done just fine.
Yeah,
I would have been like, damn.
I think the slap and got downstairs and smiled that shit off and like, damn, man, you slapped me. Afterward, damn, you slapped me. All the extra shit, that's when it started getting ugly. I'm like.
But you know what's crazy about the whole thing? If I watch Chris Rock, like he did Tambourine in his new special, right? I watched that. I didn't even think about the slap, even though he brings it up towards the end. When I look at Will Smith, I always think about the slap. That's the crazy part. I don't think about the dude who got slapped. I think about the dude who slapped. And I don't look at Chris Rock as anything lower because of that shit.
And you know what's so funny, though? How people around you in your camp try to keep your image in.
Mm-hmm.
So him smacking Chris Rock, looked a little tough, and hey, you protected your black woman. You slapped, you a dog, and now you rapping.
Oh my God.
We know what rap is to every,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, is that for that? And I love Will Smith. I don't fuck about none of that. It's for Chris Rock, like on some real shit where we from. Me and you done got fucked up by our daddies. We could accept him, Chris Rock, getting the shit slapped out of him, for talking about somebody's wife. But which is distasteful, and I don't want people to think that's cool to do that shit at such place because trick yourself off the streets. But at the end of the day, I fuck with Will Smith.
You think that would have first happened at the Hip Hop Awards before it ever happened at the fucking Grammys and shit, or whatever the fuck that was.
Right. That shit looked like they made that shit like it. I'm like, was it? You had to think about it. Was it real? The camera's a bad motherfucker.
That was a tough call. I feel like nobody wins in that one. That's why I say it wasn't staged, because who wins?
Yeah.
Unless they were like, yo, these fuck. What was it?
No, I seen his face. That motherfucker ain't never act like that.
Yeah.
He can act his ass off. He ain't never act like that. When keep your name on that shit there, you can see the street in him. You seen that Philly in that. Boy, he wasn't playing about that shit.
Nah.
And then he probably was going through so much shit with her ass, like she like, oh, she probably, mama, oh, you ain't gonna stand up for me? This motherfucker been playing with me.
I always think about that, because like if you're in a situation where you're at a football game or something and somebody does something disrespectful to your wife, doesn't touch her, but just does something disrespectful. How far do you take the situation? Like, do you confront him? Do you hit him right away? Like, what do you do? Because to your woman, you look weak if you don't confront him. But to you, it's like, am I really about to get shot over this dude saying my girlfriend looks like a snail or something? Like, I don't know.
Like, bro, I had to, like, my natural instinct is because I ain't never been the richest motherfucker. I always been able to provide and all that, but I'm gonna protect. You know what I'm saying? You can't fucking. I'll never forget one time, bro. I don't mean to get winded, but it was a road rage incident. Women can't drive. Stereotypical. I'm sorry, don't fucking talk shit to me in the comments. But my my lady did some crazy shit, and the white man was like, "You stupid black bitch." I'm like, nah. We following him. I followed him all the way to motherfucking Novi.
Oh my God.
And got out the car. And he seen me. I'm like, I could have got shot for that shit. But I was so like, I felt so defenseless. Like he just called my wife a bitch in front of me. Man, got out the car, told that motherfucker, "What you say to my wife?" I didn't say nothing. Like, yeah, the fuck you did. I'm about to drag you out the car. Woo, 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 woo. I said, I went higher learning on him, like Busta Rhymes. Say, "I'm sorry, you black, beautiful black queen." And he went to got to saying this shit. And I got on. But I'm like, when I left off, I was like, damn, I was in the moment of deranged. I'm like, he could have shot me.
Yeah.
And beat it. Because I want to protect my wife or whatever the fuck.
Well, I know the trick behind it. Me and my cousins had a discussion for a long time because we had like gotten some confrontation over something similar to that with some guy talking to some crazy my homegirl's wife. And we figured out the solution. You confront the motherfucker that said the shit, and your wife, if she's really the one, is supposed to defuse that bitch immediately.
Yeah.
If she like stands there and watches you try to fight this guy that talked bad about her, she's not the one for you. If she goes like, "No, let's defuse this, let's stop this," that's a good girl, because no woman that really loves you is gonna allow you to just fight some random guy.
And that's what she was doing. She was like, "Come on, don't do that."
Stop it.
Yeah, like, come on, he like she was stopping me on the way. I'm like, no, I gotta check him, or I'm gonna go home. And like, I'm straight up a hoe ass pussy. Like, no, I don't want them regrets. You know what I'm saying?
That's the trick for every man, though. You confront the guy who disrespected your woman, but your woman is supposed to immediately diffuse the situation. If she doesn't diffuse the situation, you're probably not with the right person. Who is like, especially if you have kids together. Like, I'm gonna watch the father of my children go confront a man who's possibly armed because he called me a ham sandwich. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about at the end of the day? I'm not saying, like, I understand that it takes a little bit of a wave of masculinity. I'm still confronting the motherfucker.
No,
I'm not backing down.
And that's how I'm going to raise my kids. Like, you go down scrapping, I don't give a fuck. If you're getting your ass beat, that's what it is. Like,
you get your ass beat, yeah. I'm not saying
like,
don't get your ass beat.
I got to have respect. And there's a couple people I got to see, you know, that said some stupid shit to me, especially with all this music shit going on, you know? And, the respect is everything. It don't cost for no respect, bro. It don't take. It's just, if you can't have no respect, man, the fuck is, you know what I mean? You trying to get somebody to fucking go upside your head, but
female entertainment's crazy right now. I mean, there's like Tuah girl blew up.
Yeah, I just put that in the bar.
What is that? Oh, you did it her name?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I forgot. I said, "Give me that Tuah." Don't talk to me. Some shit I said.
They said her career is over, bro.
Why?
They said the Tuah girl's career is over. They said she basically created some type of crypto coin, and then she made her fan base buy into it until it got to like 100 million or something crazy number.
So she owned it.
And then she sold everything. So she had all the shares and everything, and like she just sold everything.
So she can't do shit no more.
Well, yeah, I think
she sold it.
She has all the money now. She screwed over all her fans, and now it's like legal action being played against her. And the way I thought about it was like, yo, if you use your public persona, your public figureship to like betray your audience, the judge should make some rule where like you can't have social media no more. That's what I think.
You should pay for that shit, because that shit is a come up. It's a lick to be direct to consumers like we are, you know. So if you fuck over people, like I'm still playing catch up on orders and shit, and I'm serious about it. I'm on it. I got 6 vinyls. I know the names and shit. Overseas, like I take it serious because it means everything. You know what I'm saying? But I get it too, people, you know. But I don't think you should ever take advantage of your fans at all. Like that's some fuck shit. You'll never be able to eat.
I wish the judges one day just do it. I wish they just go like, yo, you're not allowed to be a public figure anymore. You're not allowed to have social media no more. You're not allowed to have none of that shit no more.
They need to do something about the streaming shit too. We need to get some help. Like the motherfuckers getting pennies and shit. Like we forefront of this shit. Like it should be more beneficial. And I love my situation, and shout out to everybody that I work with, but I think for the artists, you know, we need a little bit more help, man. This is y'all kind of eating a lot, man. Like, and motherfuckers is getting pennies. You know what I'm saying? But the music game has always been like that. We gotta get knowledgeable and do what we gotta do, and own your shit, or own most of it. You might have to give some of it away to get it to the masses. But
do you think that as far as getting these streaming platforms to give you guys the proper amount of shares, that there needs to be some type of community orchestrated, like a union with the artist? Or do you think that your route of just take control of your own shit so that way they're forced to have to try to pay us more? Like, what's a better route, do you think?
I did like what you said, where it's be like somebody like a leader. Like I liked it what Snoop was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was talking about it. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to be unionized or whatever. But, you know, since it's all about ownership, motherfuckers, be your own Spotify. Have your own. Don't give them shit. Just sell it off your website.
Yeah.
Meet up with your vinyls and your merch by yourself. Ownership. Yeah, it's the only fucking other way. But we got the whole world to worry about, you know, so it just need to be more beneficial. People need to be audited what all these motherfuckers making off of us. I forgot what they just said.
Billions, bro.
The owner, Spotify made
Billions.
or whatever. And you look at how much you made.
Billions, literally.
You know what I'm
Spotify.
saying? So-
Billions.
And hey, get money to each his own, but shit,
Billions, bro.
you gotta come on now.
Billions, bro. Billions. A quick rapid fire before I close out, man. Favorite movie you've seen this year and favorite movie of all time?
Damn, favorite movie I seen this year was my favorite movie. I gotta say something dope. Hold on. Fuck, it's off the tip of my tongue, bro. My man Lee Master Spratling played in it. It's a Tubi movie. I forgot what it was called, bro. It's a Tubi movie. I'm gonna think about it later. So,
Give me your all-time favorite movie.
Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights all day.
Is Eddie Murphy in that?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Harlem Nights is better because all that talent was together. I wish they'd do another one.
That's the movie with that machine gun scene, right?
Yeah, when the motherfucker said, "Pit that little shit back."
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, favorite, second favorite movie. I want to see what else we got.
My second favorite movie, I had to get real. I'll go with Time to Kill.
What's that?
That's with Samuel L. Jackson and Macaulay, I forgot his name. But it's about the little black girl and shit, and the white lawyer had to defend the father for killing the people that his daughter. I love that movie.
Favorite album of all time?
Favorite album of all time? I'm gonna go with Above the Rim soundtrack. On them motherfuckers, they thought I was about to call out some shit.
Above the Rim soundtrack.
Above the Rim soundtrack had some classics on it.
Terminator 2 soundtrack, by the way. Judgment Day, fire. Favorite album that's not a movie soundtrack?
Stillmatic by Nas.
Heat. Worst album of all time?
Worst album of all time. I ain't got one.
I know what one we're all thinking about. We're just not gonna say it.
I'm not about to hold nobody on your platform.
He still has to come on my podcast. That's why I'm not gonna say how terrible it is. Worst song of all time?
The worst song of all time. I ain't got one, bro.
Straight out of Low Cash, CB4.
That was a classic. That was a classic. I laugh like a motherfucker to that shit.
That song, that I'm Black Y'all, that song is crazy. Bro, when that scene came up, and the dude just keeps saying I'm Black Y'all like 20 times into the camera, I was like, what in the fuck universe are we in? This is...
I got a worse song, fuck it.
What?
By Dennis Leary, You're an Asshole.
That's what it's called?
And I loved it, but it was an asshole. He a comedian. So
that's what I'm saying.
Y'all remember that song? You're an asshole, yo, yo.
Nah.
You're ASS. he was just a comedian rapping, dog. And he went crazy. But it was the worst song to be
Adam
fucking.
Sandler had a song called Piece of Shit Car. That song was fucking funny.
Adam Sandler is the GOAT, dog. That's he made one of my favorite songs. Why you bring up Adam Sandler? He got some of my favorite shit. That's probably Adam.
What song is your favorite song by Adam Sandler?
That song in Wedding Singer.
Somebody kill me, please.
Yeah. Lee,
Somebody
kill me. I want to die.
Put a bullet in my
hand. That was the shit. I used to run that shit back.
Fucking scene. I used to listen to that on repeat, bro.
Hey, here's something about his movies, dog. It's a comedian movie, but he make you want to go get your broad and all your shit together, man. With you know, like even on the plane in The Wedding Singer when he was singing it, my man, it's crazy. Yeah. I want to grow old with you. That shit fire, dog.
Yeah, that one hit for sure.
I'm lame as hell for that. Fuck
everybody
y'all.
In the theater got their dick sucked that night after watching that movie. Everybody. But you know, look, I had a kind of a controversial debate in my mind last night. I was like, we don't really need a Happy Gilmore 2, bro.
No.
We don't.
Did you see them talking about they got to come out now to change Scarface 2?
Oh yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio is gonna play Tony Montana.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did he survive that? He was.
No. It's gonna be a remake, not a part 2.
Oh, okay. I'm like, because I see some shit with Al Pacino in a wheelchair and shit.
No.
His social media shit be fooling. You know I'm old. I can't believe anything I see.
No, but they're remaking Scarface with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's the real thing that's happening. But no, Scarface is
not gonna tear that motherfucker up.
No, I can't wait for that. That's something I was like, damn, all right, fuck it. Like, I mean, that's a tough one for sure. That's a tough one. Al Pacino did it the best. Yeah, but my scare was, I asked my little cousin about that film. I was like, you ever seen Scarface with Tony Montana? He's like, bro, I don't know who Tony Montana, Scarface, or Al Pacino is. I was like, all right, fuck it, bring it on, Leonardo DiCaprio.
I bet you Leonardo do better than he did.
Nah, you're crazy.
Or you put some money on the watch. I'm telling you, have you ever seen This Boy's Life with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Mm-mm.
Go watch This Boy's Life after this. That's when he was a kid. I ain't never seen nobody act like that.
How is Leonardo DiCaprio going to play a better Tony Montana when Al Pacino literally is Tony Montana?
Just think about it. Gangs in New York. He was a fucking nut in Gang in New York, bro.
Straight.
Can you imagine him off the coke? What the fuck?
Nah, bro.
He gonna be getting shot. He ain't gonna give a fuck. He gonna be nutting up in that bitch.
Yeah.
Your pussy is so polluted. He gonna be going crazy.
But the Happy Gilmore 2 thing, the reason it bothered me is because I was like, all right, bro, it's not going to be as funny as part 1. Plus, Happy Gilmore 1 has like 1,000 replay value. You can watch the movie 100 million times. It never gets old. So what's the point of the part 2, bro?
I'm like, what are he going to do? Like, he going to get older? His father? What's the deal? Like,
I don't know. All I know is Eminem's going to be in it. That's all I know.
It's going to go up. We need some good movies, though, because everybody Netflixed out streaming. I can't go to the movies. I'm going in the drive. It's kind of whack, bro.
What's the best song of all time?
The best song of all time is Whitney Houston, The Greatest Love of All.
Damn. Best part about Detroit.
Say that again.
Best part about Detroit.
Best part about Detroit? Best part about Detroit is it's the realest city. It's cut dry, man. It is what it is. Respect and get respected. That's what I love about Detroit.
Let us know your final projects before we sign off, man.
Final projects? Shit, I got this one with Sheefy McFly.
Yes, sir.
Pusher and the Painter.
Tim Robinson.
Shout out to Tim Robinson. We calling you out, Tim. Shout out to Nick Craven and Harry Fraud, man. It's a big year for me.
Sure, man. Look forward to all the projects dropping, man. Like I said, it's really cool to watch somebody that took his own lane, because I always tell artists that every time I see an artist and I know what he's capable of, and he's like, man, I just need Detroit to do this. I need Detroit to do this. I'm like, man, stop worrying about Detroit, bro. Like, you can be bigger than that, or you can pave your own lane. Or
they don't understand. Not to cut you off.
Oh yeah,
I love Detroit, and I know how Detroit is. I'm a real one. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna spin the block. They know what it is, and I ain't gonna forget where I'm from. And I get how it is. It's shit a little different. You know what I'm saying? But it's good dope.
So we're at Parallel Sound Studio, Highlight Visual, Shooting Productions. We're out. Peace.